Hi, Karen Curry Parker here. I want to take a few moments and answer a question that I get a lot. So, you may have noticed if you go on the internet that you can probably find hours and hours, weeks worth of free content that I've posted online, either in Instagram or on YouTube or in our Facebook group, Karen Curry Parker. And a lot of people ask me, well, why should I study human design a professional course of study versus just learning it from free from your books and from all the stuff that's available online? First of all, I want to just let you know that human design is a deep and rich course of study. It is a course of study that after teaching it and learning it, and I say learning it for 22 years now, I still am learning something new every day. The things that I teach and share with you on the internet are the very, very tip of the iceberg of what you get in my professional training program. So you can find information about type, you can find information about strategy and authority, you can find information about weight loss and money. And all of those pieces are certainly going to give you a little bit of information to get you started. But it is not going to give you the depth of understanding that's going to help you understand and help other people do things like know what drives you based on what's in your chart, because that's a pretty complex level of interpretation of a chart. You are not going to be able to look at a chart and figure out what are the underlying places where somebody might be carrying trauma or resistance to a narrative that might be helping them step into the fulfillment of their potential. You're not going to learn actionable ways to use human design as a tool that's going to really help somebody embody the true story of who they are. You're not going to get the depth and the richness, and this is so hard to put into language, but the depth and the richness of the sequence of the process of human growth and evolution through the lens of the chart. You're not going to get in depth the understanding of life cycles married to what happens developmentally for us at each specific crucial life cycle in the chart. There's so much in the professional level training that you are going to get that you could never teach yourself from learning videos on YouTube or learning from videos on Instagram. You know, I see this a lot, and I'm saying this, and it's hard for me to say this at this age because I want to say this in such a way that isn't in any way denying someone and downplaying someone with where they are in their learning process right now. But mastery is something that takes time, it takes knowledge, it takes wisdom, it takes repetition, it takes correction, it takes experimentation, it takes trial and error, and it takes, I've said this before, it takes experience. You can learn about the parts of a human design chart online. You could read my book, right? Here it is. You could read this book, Understanding Human Design, and you could go through it, and I could throw you a chart, and you could go, okay, these are the parts of the chart, and this is what this part means, and this is what this part means, and this is what this part means. What you can't do without professional level training is to understand how all of those parts, first of all, integrate in a unique chart. So every chart is a synthesis of all these different parts, but to be able to really look at the synthesis of all those parts in the context of the subtext of the depth of the chart, and to be able to really effectively and powerfully translate that chart into a narrative that's really going to become a springboard for someone's growth and evolution, you can't learn to do that online. You can't learn to do that, frankly, by yourself, because you really have to have the depth of experience and the knowledge, and frankly, the depth of my experience, if you're my student, and my knowledge to help you understand what to look for, what words you're going to hear, how somebody's going to behave, and how that translates into being able to translate the chart into a powerful and meaningful tool. Will you be able to give people basic information? Absolutely. You can get that anywhere. You can get that everywhere, right? At this point, thank God, because it's growing, right? Will you be able to really effectively use it as a coaching tool, as a therapeutic tool, as a tool that can really speak to the heart of sometimes the pain of where people are conditioned? No, you won't be able to do that because you won't understand it. You have to understand the entire big picture of what the chart really means and to recognize you're not just putting little parts together in a string of data. You're weaving those parts together to give an overall viewpoint about why somebody might be stuck with money, why somebody might be stuck with health and wellness, why somebody might be struggling with relationships, why somebody might be hesitant to step into their authentic purpose, why somebody might really be wrestling with what is the true story of who they are, and why are they holding on to the past the way that they are? Because people hold on to the past in different ways depending on their chart. Get your professional study under your belt. Give yourself the gift of the mastery, the wisdom, the experience, the expertise that's going to give you that depth that's beneath that little bit of information that I put on the internet. I gotta tell you this. Part of why I put a lot of information on the internet, beginning information on the internet, is this. I do believe that this system belongs to everyone. In fact, Ra used to teach, it used to be on the back of one of his very first books, that this system was given to all of us. It was in the neutrino stream, the stream of information that hits us all. When he got it consciously. We all got it. The planet has it, and it belongs to all of us. I put that information out there so that people could get a good start, so that some people who maybe have a passion and a desire to learn human design professionally have a good place to start if they're not ready yet, if you're not financially able, or there's some other circumstance going on in your life right now that is making it difficult for you to do the professional level study. There's at least a beginning seed there for you. I never wanted this information to be exclusive. And so making sure that everyone has at least a beginning access to it is paramount for me. That was a big, big part. And I do believe that, especially as a sixth line on a mission, that the world needs reminders. Everyone on the planet needs reminders that you are all each once in a lifetime cosmic events. That information is there for all of us. The professional level trainings have a depth that you're not going to get online. And that information isn't for everyone. It's for the people who feel called to use this as a pathway of service, as an evolutionary tool. And if you're interested in studying with me and learning with me, talk to me, talk to us, shoot us an email, Karen@quantumalignmentsystem.com. Let's explore how we can make this possible for you. All of my professional level trainings are tiered. I set it up that way specifically so that if you don't have all the money to take the entire program on the front end, you could start at a lower end level and start your business, and I'll help you with your business and we'll support you. We have a whole team of people to support you with your business so that you can incrementally build your knowledge base and your practice. Again, it never was my intention to make this information exclusive. It's very important to me that we create pathways for people to be able to access this information if you feel inspired to use it professionally. And it certainly was never my intention to put the entire professional level training for free on the internet and then charge you money for it on the back end. I don't work that way. It doesn't make sense to do that. This is a system, as I said, that belongs to all of us. Knowing how to use it professionally, knowing how to use it as a therapeutic tool or a coaching tool, as a catalytic tool, it's really how I teach my students to do this, is something that is for those who feel called. And it does take an investment of time and energy, commitment, practice, integration, and knowledge. And if you feel so called, I'd love to have you join me. Thank you.